Chase from Paw Patrol, Catboy from PJ Masks. Do these characters have their own rights to be the fastest one in their universe, and both are part of pretty super teams. But now it's time to find who's really deserves to wear the color blue. Disclaimer, we here in Creative Battles do not condemn child or dog violence. We do, however, find it hilarious. We're gonna look at their armor, power, and skills to find who will win. I'm Domination, and this is Giant Christmas Present.
It's the season finale of Grabbers! Yay! Boss, okay?
Here in this unnamed city, there are like 3 heroes destined to save the day, who for some reason think nighttime is the best time to fight crime.
Oh shit, you were right!
The PJ Masks 3 Hero Squad. Like Owlette, who used to be the only fine member, and Deco, the hard 81, but then there's the fastest of all 3 of them, Catboy.
Wait a minute, is that a furry?
Bitch, he's not a furry, he's just a cat-themed superhero. Anyways, let's go over his origins. Oh yeah, I forgot. He has no origins. Like, in all 151 episodes, they don't explain anything about the crystals, or the weird TV-based thing, or how the villains even come across their powers or skills.
We should have been topic.
Fine. Catboy's powers range from moving really fast to hearing really quiet things. He can even throw stripes at people to tie them up. His powers have super cat in front of them all, don't ask why. And when he taps on the symbol on his chest, he can even call upon the Striped King, which allows him to open up portals to Zoomzania, which is either another planet or a different dimension. The PJ animals give as much of speed boost as their vehicles does, which makes them faster, but looking closely, they get as much of speed voice as they know he did. So it's not designed to find Catboy's speed. Doodle says he's the speed of sound, which explains why he can't hear when he's running. But we can't more accurately match him to Owlette, who can dodge lasers. Someone in the speed of light, 2%. Well, let me explain. Catboy can create this giant whirlwind, which takes 2% of the speed of light, and he's even stated this to be his ultimate speed. So that's his speed. You know, he needs to say a phrase to activate his speed. That doesn't stop him from defeating an evil version of himself. Everything changed when a weird meteor came down. Long story short, it powered up all their villains. Even brought up a new villain, Gloop the Third.
What's with the third thing?
Only was the first 2 took over 1,000 planets each.
Hey, that's impressive.
By glooping them. Anyways, back on the topic of the meteor is filled with evil energy, which went to each and every one of the PJ Masks villains, powering them up. But thankfully they were able to counter it with good energy. They even made some new and old allies join their team, even a new series with it, due to the fact that Lunar Girl and Mobsuki already had enough power to destroy this moon-destroying meteor. Well, by looking at it more accurately, it's more of a house or car-sized meteor. This will destroy this weird crystal castle. Still impressive though. But the biggest change out of all this is when their energy created this giant new base. But there's one thing that didn't change. No matter what, the PJ Masks will always stand there to save the day. Because I can't believe we're saying this in one episode, but it's nighttime. It's the right time to fight crime.
Shit, still can't think of a rhyme.
In the not-so-peaceful Adventure Bay, there lies an elite group of rescuers to protect the town from corrupt mayors and superpowered baddies. But there's one tiny little problem.
They're dogs!
Actually, pets, they're puppies.
That's even worse!
And when the pups aren't playing around or cleaning up Alice's mess, which they guys often, they're rescuing Adventure Bay. And each pup had their own skills and talents. Marshall is a fire pup, which, well, does 5 good things, is a part-time doctor. Sky is an air rescue pup who's, well, trained in air rescues, of course. Rocky, Zuma, Rubble, Everest, and Tracker all have their special skills in their own fields and are way too many other pups in this crew.
And some cats. I like cats.
Today we're talking about the second leader of the Paw Patrol, the most badass pup we ever met, Chase. Wait, no, Ron Chase. Also Ron Chase. There we go. Despite being 49 in human years, he's actually still technically a puppy, which is weird. You see, all started when he was abandoned as a pup in Adventure City, which, being a small puppy, is found as scary. So he always started running with a car.
Holy shit, what was a picture?
Well, don't worry, he was saved by, well, Ryder, of course, and that's how he became the first member of the Paw Patrol. And after that, he met all the other pups and dealt with some of the most villainous baddies alive, and others just being inconveniences. And they've dealt with said villains with the ever-handy. Each pup pack models have their own uses. Some for flight, some for scuba, some for spying, which is good, and some for just the cool like superhero and knights. Chase got these pup packs with each new base and with new vehicles, ranging from armored police cars to actual supersonic jets. And that's only scratching the surface of all the things Chase has. And he and the Paw Patrol dealt with, idiotic mares, his villainous kitties, power-hungry royal pets, and even pirates. Sure, some people may think these guys are jokes, but that's actually what makes them dangerous. For example, this pup right here, named Mopey, once lifted all of Puplantis and once accidentally drove it into Adventure Bay just to get away from the scene. Or another example, this guy, Duke of Flappington, stole the gem of Barkingburg to make a wand that would lift the entire city just so he could have his own kingdom. But luckily, the Paw Patrol have always been there to stop them. But that all changed when this meteor, well, then became crystals, came to Adventure Bay.
Is there any differences in the gems?
No, they relatively do the same thing as the meteor.
Then why would you even bring it up?
Just for they're worth mentioning. These crystals are still very dangerous. They made some of their villains towering villains or bring things into reality. But for Chase, it gave him the power, well, obviously, power of extreme speed. In this super form, he has near light speed reactions and can even create this giant whirlwind, which once lifted the entire lookout and a giant robot. That's like that many tons. That's a lot of energy. A whirlwind dash truck to destroy an entire city. And he was even able to dodge lightning, but there's not any like this lightning from Victoria Vance. It's lightning that crossed all the way to the Kuiper Belt. He even has a super bark, which is powerful enough to send a meteor back into space. And even if he loses the crystal, he can always call upon it. And even if he can't, he can always use his master pup food training.
Wow, so you think nothing's stopping?
Well, there is one thing to stop him.
And what's that?
Every hero's greatest weakness. PTSD. Remember Adventure City where he almost died? Well, he went back, and you guessed it, he sort of froze. But when Ryder was in danger, he rushed to the rescue. He sort of had a roadblock, but then remember, the only reason he's ever on the Paw Patrol was because of Ryder said he's the bravest pup he ever met. He jumped and actually made it. He saved a Ryder and proved to be a real member of the Paw Patrol, maybe even a leader. And, well, he finally put that corrupt mayor in jail. Despite everything, the Paw Patrol will always be there. No matter how many villains, the Paw Patrol will always be there to save the day.
You know, I'm really starting to like the show. Nothing that surprised me.
Also, him and Robo are friends with Brock Purdy.
Wait, what?
We've looked through the data and found the greatest conclusion. Now it's time to decide who wins this battle. KO!
Wow, this has been a great way to end the season. Can't wait for next time. Isn't the third winning against a human kind of a mistake?
As a wise hero once said, there are no mistakes, but we were able to bring into 3 categories. Let's start with speed. At first glance, Catboy may take this with his 2% speed of light, but being able to dodge Victoria's lightning means he will be moving around 2 times the speed of light. Even if his PJ Emerald gave him 2 times speed multiplier, which he didn't. But Chase had times 6 multiplier with the other crystals, so yeah, the clear speed difference goes to Chase. Power's a little closer than you might think. Matching Catboy to Lunar Girl and Master D's moon-destroying meteor feats is a way high ball, but Chase sending that meteor back into space means he will be barking around powers near nuclear levels.
Well, since destroying me and sending you back to space is 2 different things, we'll say this is a tie. But last, it goes to stew.
Let's be honest, Chase takes this. Let's see, master pup food in one day, learn how to use flight gear one day, and master his powers in one day. Now the Catboy, who still hasn't mastered his full speed, that's overskilled by a second-rate ninja, and that's tricked by the same tricks multiple times. This takes skill. Some people might think otherwise, but looking at comparing their villains is just saying much. Chase has dealt with Victoria Vance, who's skilled enough to use her lightning to bring down millions of meteors, dealt with giants, and dealt with a pup who just got her powers and already learned how to use it, bringing things into existence. But comparing that to Catboy's oldest villain, who still acts like a brat. Catboy may have been able to match Chase's power, but Chase just had the skill and speed to take this win.
What did you say, Connor? How rough day. Hey, boss, you want to feel your body's difference?
Shut up, bitch. The winner is Chase.